The SF25 is looking insane after a new record in testing. Lewis Hamilton gives his verdict after testing the new car, and Max responds to the difficulties of challenging for the 2025 title. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Lewis Hamilton is stepping into an exciting new chapter of his Formula One career, trading in his iconic Mercedes for the illustrious red of Ferrari. Reflecting on his initial experience behind the wheel of a Ferrari F1 car, Hamilton described it as a racing machine like no other he's encountered before. After an impressive stint with Mercedes, boasting 6 world championships and a staggering number of wins and podiums, Hamilton is gearing up for his debut with Ferrari, having recently concluded his multi-year contract with the team. The transition marks a significant moment, not just for him, but for the entire F1 community, as fans eagerly anticipate how this legendary driver will adapt to a new team. As he prepares for the Australian Grand Prix, a mere month away, Hamilton has been utilizing his allotted testing days, which includes his first laps in Ferrari's F1 2025 Challenger, the SF25. This experience at Fiorano has certainly been a high point for the 7-time world champion. In his first interview after joining Ferrari, Hamilton expressed his amazement at the unique qualities of the Ferrari F1 machinery. He emphasized that it stands apart from the cars he's piloted over the past 17 years, both with McLaren and most recently with Mercedes. Hamilton captured viewers' attention with his candid remarks, saying, "It's nothing like the car that I had before." His excitement was palpable as he described the distinctive vibration of the Ferrari engine, which instantly brought a smile to his face, an experience he had long anticipated. Beyond the technical aspects of his new car, this transition offers Hamilton an opportunity to exorcise some of the ghosts of his past, particularly the heart-wrenching finale to the 2021 season in Abu Dhabi. With the SF25, he aims to reclaim his spot on the F1 title scene and continue his pursuit of that elusive 8th World Championship. As Hamilton embarks on this journey, the questions linger. Will his formidable skills translate into success for Ferrari? Team principal Fred Vasseur has remained cautious in his predictions about the team's title prospects this season, adding an air of suspense surrounding Hamilton's first season with the legendary team. As the anticipation builds, fans and critics alike are eager to see how Lewis Hamilton will write the next chapter of his F1 legacy with Ferrari. This transition not only reignites the passion within Hamilton, but also adds a thrilling new dynamic to the sport itself. As the excitement builds for the upcoming Formula One season, team principal Frederic Vasseur has shared his perspective on confidence and team performance. He emphasizes that his role isn't about feeling confident, but rather about ensuring the team performs their best and keeps pushing for excellence. Vasseur believes this approach is crucial, regardless of how they have performed in previous seasons. He noted that confidence isn't derived from the car itself, but from the improvements the team has made over the last year. Between the 2023 and 2024 seasons, every area, from reliability to performance, has seen progression. Vasseur stresses the importance of maintaining this momentum moving forward. When discussing potential title contenders for F1 2025, he was cautious to make predictions. Last season, Ferrari narrowly missed the Constructors' Championship, while Max Verstappen claimed his 4th consecutive Drivers' Championship. The competition among top teams, especially Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes, has made it challenging to predict who will dominate in the upcoming season. Vasseur highlighted the thrilling nature of the previous season, with various teams leading at different points, making it evident that the next season holds unpredictability. Ferrari came close to clinching the title last year, battling McLaren until the final moments of the season. Vasseur emphasizes the importance of building on the lessons learned and not changing their approach simply because of the outcome of recent races. He advocates for continual development of the car and improving in every department to push forward in the upcoming season. In a thrilling twist, Lewis Hamilton has been making headlines as he shares his thoughts on Ferrari's potential this season. He believes Ferrari possesses everything needed to compete for the title. After experiencing the tracks for the first time in the new Ferrari SF25, Hamilton expressed his excitement and disbelief about driving for the iconic team. Hamilton's motivation and determination are seen as crucial factors. Observers point out that if he's driven and focused, he could replicate the success he enjoyed in 2021. His debut in the private test at Fiorano has fans buzzing and could signify a tremendous shift for Hamilton as he channels his energy into this new opportunity with Ferrari. As for the overall season, discussions about potential favorites and the dynamics among the leading teams indicate a competitive environment. With the unpredictable nature of Formula One, fans can anticipate an exhilarating season ahead, full of fierce battles and compelling storylines. Stay tuned for more updates and thrilling developments in the world of F1 as the new season approaches. In a recent update regarding the Mercedes F1 team, rumors swirled after the unveiling of the W16 livery. The speculation intensified when the Ineos branding on the car was noticeably reduced, prompting discussions about potential changes in ownership. However, the team has now stepped in to clarify that there are no plans for a shareholder shakeup. In the Formula One world, ownership dynamics can shift rapidly. Currently, the Mercedes F1 team is co-owned by three main parties: Daimler, team principal Toto Wolff, and British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe, leading Ineos. Recent reports suggested that Mercedes might be considering a buyout of Ineos, particularly amidst changes in Ineos-owned sports partnerships, including their split from the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team and a contentious departure from sailing icon Sir Ben Ainsley's campaign for the America's Cup. Additionally, reports highlighted that Ineos was engaged in negotiations to exit their sponsorship arrangement with Premier League football club Tottenham Hotspur. These developments triggered speculation that Mercedes might seize the opportunity to buy out Ineos' stake in the F1 team. However, at a recent event in London showcasing the new season's car liveries, it became evident that the Ineos logo was considerably less prominent on the W16 than it had been previously. Gone are the familiar Ineos logos from the side of the airbox and the rear wing, though a single logo remains on the inside of the front wing end plate, stripped of its characteristic red outline. Despite these changes, Mercedes clarified that they are not planning to make any ownership changes. According to insiders, the reduced branding primarily aims to open up commercial opportunities with other sponsors, signaling a strategic shift rather than an impending buyout. The team's spokesperson reasserted that the removal of Ineos branding is a marketing decision. In place of Ineos, the rear wing now displays the brand CrowdStrike, with promises that more collaborations could be announced soon. Hence, while speculation swirls around potential ownership restructuring, the Mercedes F1 team remains steadfast in its current ownership arrangement, prioritizing commercial growth over drastic changes. As the excitement builds in the world of Formula One, speculation continues to swirl around key figures within the Mercedes team. Recently, journalist Slater provided some intriguing insights about Mercedes F1 and its connections to Ineos, a major player in the team's sponsorship landscape. Slater confirmed he has been in touch with Mercedes regarding the rumors of a buyout involving Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the owner of Ineos and a part owner of the Mercedes F1 team. The buzz was that Daimler-Benz was considering buying Ratcliffe's shares due to financial cutbacks facing Ineos. However, according to Mercedes, there is no truth to these discussions. In fact, they reassured fans that sponsorship with Ineos remains stable. But all is not outwardly calm. While the sponsorship remains intact, fans should expect to see less of the Ineos branding on the W16 car when it makes its debut. This shift may reflect a strategic rebranding process or simply a change in priorities for Ineos. Turning our focus to the team itself, there are significant changes on the horizon. Mercedes has announced a new driver lineup heading into F1 2025. George Russell will step up as the lead driver following the departure of seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who is making the move to Ferrari. Joining Russell is the promising 18-year-old driver Kimi Antonelli, taking over Hamilton's spot. This young talent is certainly one to watch, as he'll be under the intense pressure of high expectations that come with racing for a team as illustrious as Mercedes. It's an exciting time for Formula One as teams prepare for the upcoming season, and make strategic decisions that could redefine the competitive landscape. With Mercedes' dynamic changes and continued stability in their partnerships, fans can anticipate a thrilling season ahead. Tracking the evolving narrative within the team will be essential, especially as they adapt to these shifts while aiming for success on the track. As always, stay tuned as we bring you the latest news from F1. Don't forget to check out planetf1.com for all the breaking updates, team analyses, and insights into the fascinating world of Formula One racing. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the sport, we've got you covered with all the information you need to stay in the loop as the new season unfolds. With changes on the horizon and ongoing narratives to follow, there's never a dull moment in the fast-paced world of Formula One. Let's gear up for an exhilarating race season. In the world of Formula One, two names stand out for their brilliance: Fernando Alonso and Adrian Newey. With decades of combined experience, their insights into the sport are invaluable. Recently, Alonso shared a fascinating tidbit about Newey's upcoming role at Aston Martin. It appears that team owner Lawrence Stroll has a bold prediction regarding Newey's arrival. He believes that Aston Martin will be unable to control him. As Newey prepares to make his long-awaited transition from Red Bull to Aston Martin next month, the discussions around his influence have already begun at the Silverstone headquarters. Aston Martin has made significant financial commitments to bring Newey on board, but it's clear that the team isn't just investing in someone who follows orders. Instead, they brought him in to lead a bold vision, to design a car capable of winning the World Championship. Fernando Alonso weighed in on Newey's freelance nature, emphasizing that he will have a high degree of autonomy. Adrian is going to be a free spirit, Alonso remarked. This reflects the company's willingness to let Newey operate in a manner that feels most beneficial to the project, even if that means he might opt to work at his own pace or prioritize certain years over others. Alonso further clarified his conversations with Stroll about Newey's role. He mentioned that Stroll consistently believes controlling Newey is a challenge, suggesting that the designer's creativity and strategic vision must be nurtured rather than constrained. If he wants to work only in 2026, fine too, Alonso stated, highlighting the trust the team places in Newey's judgment. This partnership is especially crucial for Alonso, who is approaching the closing years of his Formula One career. He recognizes that the impact of a designer like Newey often surpasses that of even the most skilled drivers. Adrian Newey will always have more impact than any driver, he proclaimed. In a sport where performance is critical, having a visionary on board can make all the difference. While the team navigates exciting changes, they are also integrating other talented individuals, like Andy Cowell, who has stepped into the role of team principal this year. Cowell, previously with Mercedes, echoes Alonso's sentiments about Newey and reflects on the potential growth for Aston Martin as they embrace these new dynamics. With the 2025 season on the horizon, Aston Martin's future looks promising, and the synergy between experienced veterans like Alonso and innovative minds like Newey will be a storyline to watch. The excitement around F1 continues to build as this new chapter for the team unfolds. Stay tuned for more insights and updates from the world of Formula One as the season progresses. The recent changes within the F1 teams are set against a backdrop of high expectations, especially with Adrian Newey joining Aston Martin. As he prepares to step into his role in March, the anticipation is palpable among the team. The leadership believes that the adjustments made to streamline operations are not just about accommodating Newey, but are aimed at enhancing overall efficiency. By flattening the organization and reducing layers of reporting, communication should flow faster and decision-making become more agile, which is crucial in a fast-paced environment like Formula One. Fernando Alonso's humorous remark about needing maybe 10 or 12 pit stops for the Monaco GP underscores the unpredictable nature of racing. It reflects the challenges teams face at certain circuits and highlights how much the dynamics can swing from one event to another. Looking ahead, many are asking whether Adrian Newey can elevate Aston Martin from a midfield contender to genuine title challengers. Will he be the key to turning their fortunes around? Only time will tell, but it's a question that intrigues fans and pundits alike. Switching gears, the spotlight also lands on the luxurious world of supercars owned by F1 drivers. From Lando Norris's stunning Lamborghini Miura to Lewis Hamilton's cutting-edge Mercedes-AMG 1, these vehicles are not just a reflection of success, but also a celebration of automotive excellence. It's fascinating to see how these elite athletes embrace their passion for high-performance automobiles beyond the racetrack. Considering the rich career of Fernando Alonso, a future scenario where he clinches a championship title at 44 or 45 years old in an Adrian Newey designed car sparks excitement. Such a triumph would not only be remarkable due to his age, but also indicative of Newey's renowned design genius that has historically redefined competitive racing. As F1 continues to evolve, so do the narratives surrounding its iconic figures and teams. The thrilling race schedule is packed, and fans can't wait for the next big event, including the Azerbaijan GP and the Italian Grand Prix. Each race promises nail-biting action and the potential for unexpected outcomes. For the latest news, insights, and analysis, be sure to follow planetf1.com across various platforms. As the waves of excitement continue to roll in, stay tuned for deeper dives into the developments that shape the F1 landscape. Max Verstappen is gearing up for his 5th World Championship defense, and he's already making headlines with some bold claims about competition in Formula 1 and sim racing. After dominating the 2022 and 2023 seasons, Verstappen's reign faced challenges last year as McLaren made a significant comeback, capturing their first Constructors' Championship since 1998. This resurgence, led by Lando Norris, posed a serious threat to Verstappen's bid for another title. As the 2025 season approaches, hopes are high for an electrifying championship with big names like Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes all in the mix, gunning for glory. But Verstappen's comparison of the competitive landscape in F1 versus sim racing is where things get interesting. He suggests that in some ways, the battles in the virtual racing arena are even more intense than those on the actual tracks. In his downtime, Verstappen often participates in sim racing, and he admits that the level of talent he encounters there has been surprising. He expressed to The Athletic, "Everyone always thinks that it's just a game, and it's fun, easygoing. But I would say the competition is just as hard, or even harder, to nail, to win, than in real life." This perspective reveals not only his passion for video racing, but also his commitment to improving his skills in both realms. Verstappen's journey in sim racing has transformed into a serious endeavor. Initially, it was just for fun, but as he realized the true caliber of competitors online, his enthusiasm grew. "I did it for a little bit, and then I realized, okay, this is actually a lot of fun when I'm surrounded by really good drivers," he said. His involvement with Team Redline added a professional edge to his sim racing efforts, pushing him to adopt the same strategies and setups he uses in actual races. As he dives deeper into the intricacies of sim racing, Verstappen emphasizes the importance of preparation and the right equipment. "I keep myself busy with doing the same thing as in real life, working on setup, strategy, racing, pit stops, all these kinds of things," he explained. This dedication illustrates how sim racing is becoming an increasingly professional venture, paralleling the real-world F1 experience. Looking ahead to the 2025 F1 season, excitement is building as the Australian Grand Prix approaches on March 16th. Drivers like Lando Norris are considered serious contenders against Verstappen's formidable bid for a 5th consecutive championship. Norris has openly stated that a smart approach, rather than an overly adventurous one, might be the key to dethroning the Dutch star. With each passing season, the rivalry and stakes continue to rise in Formula 1, making the upcoming battles on both the real and virtual tracks even more exhilarating. As Verstappen prepares to defend his title, the question remains, will he conquer both realms, or will the competition prove too fierce? Only time will tell as the lights go out for the 2025 season. Norris has embraced the challenge of going head-to-head with Verstappen, displaying both determination and a strategic mindset. "I need to get my elbows out, and I need to show him that I'm not going to willingly give him any positions," he mentioned, highlighting the intense nature of their rivalry. However, he also understands that competing against someone as formidable as Max requires intelligence behind the wheel. "You have to be a smart driver to go up against Max," Norris stated, reflecting on lessons learned from their previous battles. "The ability to make split-second decisions is crucial, and those moments on track are far more complex than they may seem when viewed from the sidelines. No, it's always a lot harder when you're in the car than when you rewatch it after." While some drivers might feel pressured to prove themselves against champions, Norris believes in focusing on his own strengths. "I don't need to go out and just prove something to him," he asserted. This mindset allows him to maintain a level-headed approach, steering clear of unnecessary risks. The focus remains on self-improvement rather than becoming overly fixated on Verstappen. The key to outpacing Max lies in strategy and precision. "I don't think you have to do anything special to try and beat Max," Norris pointed out. "Instead, it's about being quicker on the track and staying ahead. The easy way is just going out and being a bit quicker than him," he added. But being smart with positioning and anticipating the long game is equally essential. In the world of Formula One, drivers constantly adapt their tactics. As Sam wisely noted, "You've just got to be smart. That's the answer to it all." This mentality resonates throughout the paddock as competition intensifies and racers develop their skills both on and off the track. As we look ahead, discussions swirl around Verstappen's potential moves, and with Aston Martin's new team principal, Andy Cowell, being questioned about the strength of links connecting Verstappen to the team, the dynamics in the paddock continue to evolve. Alongside this, Max's feisty personality keeps fans on their toes, especially with his cheeky comments regarding swearing fines, making it clear he has his priorities sorted. With rivalries brewing and speculation on the horizon, one thing's for sure: the upcoming season is sure to be a captivating ride for F1 fans everywhere.